Good day, Mr. Alumbe, an international analyst, and we are going to look at the trending news. A certain development has, awakened a lot of conscious Nigerians that the Hausas, has given quick notice to Fulanis to leave their land after 119 years. And the brain behind that happens to be a woman known and called Jitami Alumbe. What is your response to that?
Wow, that name sounds so Negroid. These are the original Hausa natives in the northern Nigeria. And what's surprising most is the sex of the character in question. She is a woman, she's not a man. And she has now begun to understand what the Igbos in particular, had seen in the past. Because the occupation of the North, the North conquest, was in 1804, the first time Ottoman Danfodio set his foot on the North. Was 200 and something years now. They set their foot on the North, they conquered, they do what? They instill or they establish what is called emirates or emiracy. I think understand? And they coronate or crown somebody an emir in such particular place they conquered. They keep on doing this. That was how North was fallen before Ottoman Danfodio. The whole North, Kano State, the whole North, Northern Kaduna, the whole North, some axis of Borno State, though they meet the Kanuri, and the Kanuris originally were Muslims. They migrated from Sudan and Yemen. They are Shua Arabs, the Kanuri. They were Muslim, they embraced Islam before Fulani. That's why Ottoman Danfodio could not make much impact in Borno State. That's why you have Shehu Borno, Mai Borno, Idris Saloma, and so on and so forth. Those ones, they are originally Muslims. They embrace Muslim Islam as earlier as possible than the Fulani. So that's how it continued in the North, both Bauchi, both Mid-Belt. I'm telling you that Plateau State was not left out. Even the current Niger State they were fallen under Ottoman Danfodio conquest as he was marching down to southern Nigeria. Though I have this story to tell you. The Fulanis came, they brought their Hausa guests, and their Hausa hosts, and they themselves are the strangers, they are the guests. They pressed their Hausa host, the original owner of the land, sit down on them till now. They sat down on them then until now they are sitting down on the Hausas. The Erufais, the Buharis, the Mohammed Bangas, the Mohammeds, the Garbas, the Sheikh Musas, all the Fulanis, all the Muslim names you are hearing in the North are visitors from Futajelon Highland, Senegambia. That's where Fulani came from. Ottoman Danfodio continued his northern conquest and made sure that he brought down the whole northern state. And today, we've learned what happened, what made the Fulanis, the conquest of Ottoman Danfodio, to stop at the mid-belts, in between the Igbos, the Idoma and the Igala tribe. They could not proceed down to south because Ata of Igala was there.
And that brought me to a question where we are in the news making around that in case there's going to be a tribal war between the Hausas and the Fulanis regarding the quick note, the Biafran Liberation Army is saying that they are going to defend Kogi State and Benue from any attack, any form of attack.
Yes, it's a welcome idea because you can see Kogi State and Plateau State and Benue State, they were the former East Central State of Nigeria. They were among the Biafrans. They were in Igbo land. That region was what we had before. There's nothing like South-South. The whole South-South River State, the whole Delta, they are all Igbo states. East Central State, of which out of Bera was one of the governors during Gowon regime. So now, if the tribal war we are talking about, everybody is sweating now begins. I think Biafra, under Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister in exile, it has no other option than to do what? To allow the Biafran Liberation Army to be. And we are, what I'm saying here, going to defend Kogi State. We are going to defend Kogi and Benue State. because these are part of Igbo land we are talking about. We will never allow the Fulani to infiltrate any injury on Igala people, Idoma people. They are part of us. The Igedes, they are part of the Igbos. So I'm trying to tell you that if it continues, that tribal war started between these two, I don't think it can scale or come across the mid-belt towards southeastern Nigeria. Yes. We will be there on the border, yes, to protect what is our own.
In reference to that, the woman talking about Jitami Alumbe has written to the federal government telling them on the possible armed struggle that is going to take place any moment from now, and they have suffered enough. 219 years
under
Fulani. It is not something to write home about. It is not an experience that we can talk about.
Honestly, the Fulanis, they continue their exploitation, maiming, decimation, devastating the dwellers, the original locals of the northern regions, which is the Negroes called the Hausas. Over the years, they pressed and they killed, they maimed and put down these people, pushed them to the level of, I don't know how to put it on. It is the Fulanis, the old former presence in Nigeria, other tribes in Nigeria call them Hausa presence, is a lie. They are all Fulani, ranging from Balawa, Ahmadu Bello, Sadano of Sokoto, even the Emir family, all of them are the Fulanis. The presidents like Chewu Chagari, Mohammed Buhari is a Fulani man. They are all Fulanis. The original Hausas, they have never ruled Nigeria as a president. You can see how far the length the Fulanis have gone to suppress and push people who are the original owners of the land, where their settlement started over 200 and something years ago. They made sure that they dismayed with people, instilling to them their own religion, Islam. Original Hausas are not Muslims. They are Christians. They were Christians in the past until Fulani came and used their religion on these innocent original Hausas in the north. As I'm telling you, time has come for everybody to realize where he comes from. Fulani man is a stranger in Nigeria.
Thank you, Mr. Ralph Mbechi, for having said a lot on this program. But as I'm talking to you now, what do you think actually that the Hausas can do the needful, considering the fact that they are now ready to take their destiny to their own hands? And people are saying that it's possibly because of a certain revelation that has come from the gospel of Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, I'm telling you, the man that is incarcerated at the DSS facility is behind this information, eye-opener of the Hausas lately. Because I use the word lately because from 18th century till date, Hausas could not wake from their slumber. They are waking up so lately. What I'm trying to say is that what is revealed to the original Hausa, the owners of the land in the north, has come too late. It would have come earlier, 50, 100 years ago, 60, 70 years ago. But just those 21st century, my brother, it has come so late. And I'm trying to greet the original Hausas. I mean, good morning, sirs and mas. You are just waking up from your slumbers. This is what we should have done years back. But now you've seen it, that Fulani is the problem you have in the north. They've killed, maimed thousands upon thousands of northern Kaduna indigenes, thousands upon thousands of people in Zamfara, thousands upon thousands of people in Niger State, Borno State. You have Hausas there. In Bauchi State, you have Hausas in their large number. Even in Adamawa State, the Fulanis are too wicked. Fulani militia, they have decimated thoroughly that state that is sharing border with Cameroon. I mean Adamawa State. So this time around, I think they are waking up so lately. And what they are going to do now is to get prepared, to hold the bull by the horn. It is not easy. See, let me tell you, it takes time to build a complete city like the ancient Rome. It takes time to achieve, if you want to, anything really worthwhile. The Hausas, they are waking up. And I'm telling you, if it drags, if the tribal war drags and come back to southeastern Nigeria, I think we know how to treat such issue. We are not checking at all. But I'm telling you that it can never be extended to Igala, Idoma, or all those brother or sister tribes to Igbo, Igede, and the rest of them in the mid-belt. We are waiting. We want to announce whom we are to the world.